This is Steve Ridgel, and we talk a lot about Christians walking in the light, and we should, because that's where all Christians want to be, walking in the light of Jesus. Doesn't mean we're perfect, but it does mean we're committed to being on the right road and following Jesus. We may trip, we may stumble, we may slide off, but that's the road to be on. And we're all aware of the road of darkness, the road that leads away from God, the road that leads to hell. Two choices for everybody. Walk on the road of darkness where a lot of people are and it's an easy walk, but doesn't get you to heaven. Or the road off that Jesus referred to as hard and narrow and not many people on it, but it gets you home to heaven. And so I'm going to tell you, the road to light's where you want to be. The road to darkness is where you don't want to be. But the road to darkness is not really the most dangerous place to be. The most dangerous place to be is the shadowy road in between light and darkness. And I tell you why. If you're on the road to light, the light road, you know exactly where you are. You're heading for heaven. You're following Jesus. You're going to get home. If you're on the road of darkness, you know exactly where you are. You're either choosing to be on that road and you like it, no matter what you may say, or you don't want to be there and you make the decision to move to the light. But it's that in-between journey that's hard for a lot of people and dangerous. Because see, in the shadowy road, that in-between road, you can often get confused and think you're walking in the light when you're not. Now, it may be you're moving from darkness to light and you see the light growing, but in that case, the light ought to be getting brighter. But some people really like to live in the shadows. It's almost as if they kind of want one foot on the road to darkness, one foot on the road to light, or they want to kind of run back and forth, and so they kind of stay in this in-between state, never really buying into Jesus, but never really rejecting him either. It's a horrible place to be. Jesus described it like this in the book of Revelation. He said, because you are neither hot nor cold, but lukewarm, I will vomit you out of my mouth. Make the decision. If you're not going to live in the light, then you might as well go ahead and walk in the darkness, because what does it matter? Enjoy the things of evil and the things of darkness and just take the consequence of that life. But if that's not where you want to be, then move out of the in-between. Move out of the shadows. Come into the light, because the more you come to the light, the less darkness there is. So be careful where you walk and where you do your Christianity. Walk in the light, or accept the fact that you're content to walk in the darkness. But don't get in between, because if you get in the shadowlands, you'll eventually move one way or the other. And if you're confused, you'll think you're in the light when you're not. Or you'll wake up one day and wonder how you ended up in the darkness. So focus on the walk in the light where Jesus is, and that's the road that will lead us home.